Hi, my name is Masaf. I am a child. Was a child here in this world in Iraq that died during the excursions that have taken place over the past few years. I died 6 months, 4 weeks ago. I was 9 years old, and I had only my father. My mother had already passed away when I was born, so it was only myself and my father. And one evening he sat me down in my room and he looked at me and he said to me that there are intruders in our land that are here for what they think or feel is right to do. Therefore, we must do what is right for us. This land is ours. This home is ours. And we have to fight for what is ours. Because if we just lift up our hands and give up and give in, that would mean the greatest shame unto oneself and one's family and those that have gone before us to prepare this land, this home, this place within which we live, which is ours. And from that day he had shown me how to use a gun, a big one, very long. He showed me pictures of soldiers and troops and what they look like. And he says, if they come, you shoot them. Because we have to protect what is ours. We come from this earth, this land, this place. Therefore, we must fight. We must protect. And the only way to protect is to fight. And it was the closest that I have been to my father during the time that he had trained me to use a weapon. He had trained me not to fear. He had trained me to stand. And one evening, my grandmother had phoned and she said that they were invading and destroying their homes, the troops that have come through. And when we got there, there was shooting going on, bombing, homes being destroyed. And there was 4 different wars going on in Iraq at once. The families, gangs, troops, networks of various and all kinds together. And we got there, and I had my weapon. My father had his weapon. And we just wanted to get to my grandmother's home, so we were able to help her protect herself. And it was just going crazy there. There were all sorts of people running, screaming, crying, shooting, fires. And I was petrified. I was so scared of being shot, because I knew it would hurt. And I was afraid of the pain. I was afraid of bleeding. I was afraid of dying. But I had to not be afraid. Otherwise I would be killed in fear, and my father told me that that is not acceptable. That would bring shame unto me. So I pushed through the tears, I pushed through the fear, and I remember coming to my grandmother's place, and she was lying on the floor. She was dead. Her house had given in. She had rocks on her, and I'd never seen a dead body before. And then 2 men came barging into the house and shot both myself and my father. And these men, within their eyes, had this madness, this rage, and that was the last picture I saw. Because it is just a picture that we see in this world. But their eyes were mad, fierce madness. And, I mean, what has happened to this world? We have to fight to protect ourselves. We have to become these monsters. Children have to become killers to be able to exist in this world. And the hardest part that my father had to do was to train his own son to use a weapon, to fight with him, to protect what is ours, to protect ourselves. And we have to stop the war within ourselves, as you must stop the war within yourself. The madness of fury and rage and anger that is feeding this entire manifestation of war in this world. Please hear, please see what is going on in this world. The children are suffering greatly, as I have. Thank you very much.